Tell him that joke I just told you off the mic.
3097 Seconds Boyz podcast.
And here we are.
Live in the studio.
We're doing announcers today.
No AI.
Smooth jazz.
Oh, are we going back to that?
Nothing but
Elevator
what
music?
you need.
Did we get enough Patreon members?
No, but we're up to like 5, which is 4.5 more than we had before.
So we only need 30 more.
35 more.
35 more.
Yep.
To put out the album.
I should have just tripled it.
Of nothing
95 more.
To put out the album of nothing but elevator music.
Listen, and I think somebody created a fake profile just to bump those numbers.
Because they wanted to hear the elevator music?
Relax, Kenobi.
Listen,
Relax.
Here's my question. When the computer crashed, did you happen to lose the one elevator song I made?
Oh,
so
yeah.
far?
Shaggy was so mad.
Oh, God.
Shaggy was so mad.
I'm going to have to...
He lost like half your Blitz album, too, remember?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that's what happens when we don't back stuff up.
Well, lessons learned.
It's also what happens when you get blue screens every 3 days, I guess. Which is
Well,
completely normal.
Stop going to those websites.
Well, listen, I have to go to them. There's no other way to get that crazy midget insane honey.
Yeah. Well, listen, apparently we're still here. We survived the eclipse.
Technically, we could be dead and this could air without us knowing if I post it tonight before you leave.
Oh, automatically.
So should we do that to be creepy?
Yeah. So that the last
This has gone
survivors
morbid.
so the last survivors on Earth
This
get
has
to hear
gone
our
really-
last podcast ever.
This has gone really morbid.
I just reached out to somebody and I texted them and I said, well, this is a week ago, busy making eclipse preparation for when the sky falls. And they responded simply by saying, do not forget the human sacrifice. This is very important. Unfortunately, there's not much to make a pyramid or an altar.
Yeah.
And I said, that's correct.
You'd
That's-
need a lot of dudes that look like me to get those pyramids that high that fast. We don't have time for this.
We don't have time.
Nor can we afford it.
Yeah. We're on a tight budget.
Let's talk about cool stuff, man. Take us left. Bring me right to the cool. I had so much cool stuff saved and I lost all of it.
Oh, with the blue screen?
Plus, well, not only that. Plus, we didn't match. We watched the wrong movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was supposed to
I
knock
didn't
out
know-
Roadhouse.
listen,
I just got bored.
I didn't
I
even want to watch it. I didn't want to watch
Roadhouse?
it. I had to stay up late.
What'd you think of the? Listen, I'm only going to ask one question because I can't. We need
It
to.
was bad.
Don't say anything. You already fucked it up. Don't say anything.
Yep.
Only going to ask one question. What'd you think about that tattoo on his neck?
Yeah, it was bad.
Okay, there we go.
All of
All
it.
right. So, anyways, moving on.
I mean, it's an action movie.
No. We'll come back to it.
Yep.
We'll come back to it. I know you're sad already.
Yep.
And you know I'm gonna
Totally
rip it
sad.
apart.
Totally sad.
I'm a big Jake Gyllenhaal fan, though.
Yeah.
And Connor, sadly. I like all the assholes. Who are we joking? Who are we kidding here? Look at my partner. Wait a minute. Who said that?
Yeah, right.
Anyways, so wait. We were supposed to go something cool. We
Yeah,
had
something
something
cool.
before Gyllenhaal. We had something
Something
cooler.
totally
What
cool.
was it?
The first tiki bar in the United States.
Oh, here we go. Was in Southern Ohio.
No. It's called Don the Beachcomber. And it was in L.A.
Come on.
Yep. First tiki bar in the United States was Don the Beachcombers in L.A.
How do we find out if this is real?
I watched the whole documentary on it.
And that makes it real.
Yeah, it makes it real,
All
apparently.
right, well. We got to do our documentary.
Yeah, it turns out Don the Beachcomber, the guy that owned it, was somebody who had extensively traveled through the Pacific Islands
Okay.
and did a lot of research and a lot of stuff out there. And he brought some of it back with him and opened up his own bar and created this themed bar, this tiki bar, which wasn't even a real thing. And it became super hot, right? Like, oh, I get these fancy, and all the bartenders were Filipino. They were the ones that invented all the tiki drinks. And then it became a big thing, and then he started doing it out in Hawaii. So when people were vacationing in Hawaii, they all wanted to go to tiki bars.
It's all tourism based.
Yeah, it's all tourism. It never existed before.
Right.
Never existed.
Isn't that sad?
That it had to start in LA and go to Hawaii.
Isn't it? I mean, pizza, French fries, it's just the whole world is a joke. I said take us left to something funny.
That was cool.
That's not cool.
I like tiki bars.
Tiki bars?
Yeah.
You like swim-up bars.
No, yeah,
Tell
of course
them
you would.
the truth.
No, you would
You
like
spent
swim-up
all
bars.
weekend last weekend at that swim-up bar in Canada.
No.
Tell them the truth.
Yeah.
You were at that one club. What's it called?
I couldn't get there.
The Lioness Tiger
I'm
something.
not. Listen,
What's
I'm
that?
not allowed. I'm not
It's
allowed.
the one
to
where
cross
they
the
give
border.
you baths and stuff.
Oh, I'm not allowed to cross the border.
Oh. It's because you're vegan, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
They've got to stop on all you people. They don't want you consuming all their zombie deer.
Right. All their zombie deer. And listen, moose hunting is at an all-time low since they started saying nobody's allowed to have firearms up there. So
Really?
they're becoming rampant.
Okay. Well, listen to this headline. I saved one for you. Ready?
Yeah.
I lost 125 pounds and decided to get a divorce. Woman who changed her life after she saw a Bigfoot is suing California after national park officials say it was just a bear.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't understand this.
So woman saw
headline
Bigfoot,
either.
said, fuck
Yeah.
it, life's too short, dropped 120 pounds to look sexy, and then fired the man that stayed with her when she wasn't. And then turned around and sued.
I don't think so, man.
The
I
state
think
park.
this is literally just a messed up headline. She's
Or
like,
did you read it wrong?
No, this is this is the one that you like too. Look at that. It just doesn't make any sense, does it? And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, I'm making my life
The
better.
headline is a story.
Speaking of which,
Look, you don't even need the story to make up a story about that.
yeah,
Just with the headline.
You're like,
I think our storyline's better.
yeah,
She was out camping with her husband, right? And her kids, eating fucking marshmallow cupcakes, right? And carrot
Right.
cake on a holiday. She's like, hold on, I got to go out in the woods and get some pine cones, right? Went out in the woods to find pine cones, and Bigfoot showed himself. And she
then
was like,
she called somebody,
she was like, holy fuck.
and they laughed her out of the room.
And then they left, and she's like, fuck that. I'm going to get in shape and go hunt Bigfoot.
Right.
Then she was like, I can't have this baggage. I can't have the family baggage anymore, because if I get killed by Bigfoot, I don't want to leave children behind. So
she offered her kids up to Bigfoot.
No. She fired her entire family and became the lone wolf Bigfoot hunter.
I would.
And that she's suing the National Park Service because they laughed her out of the room and said, no, that was just a bear.
We can fire our families.
That's what I'm guessing.
Oh,
Based on that headline.
you forgot to even mention Bigfoot, though.
No, I'm saying.
Oh,
She saw it, called the Park Service, said, there's a fucking Bigfoot here.
right. Never mind.
They're
Yeah,
like,
and then they
no,
laughed her
it's a
out.
bear.
How about listen? First of all,
She became the John Connor of Bigfoot.
Oh,
Lone wolf.
you're in trouble. Listen, there's a lot of those in California.
What, Bigfoots?
Maybe
Or John Connors?
all the above.
All of the above.
Lone and wolves and lone wolves
Oh my God.
with fedoras.
What?
Listen, have you ever had a friend who just walked around in a zoot suit all day?
No, but I wish I did.
I did.
Yeah, please tell me. Enlighten me.
Oh, I'm dead serious. He bought a zoot suit that was super expensive as a young man in high school and just would walk around with it on the weekends all day, dressed up like we were going to go fucking invade the Masks party later.
Did he carry a switchblade?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Did he have
I
a
don't
big
remember that
chain?
part. Yeah.
Oh,
it
that's
was
sweet.
guess what color the suit was?
Gray?
No.
No?
No.
Blue.
It was.
Ah,
Oh man, second
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Full blue and white pinstripe everything, long tails, fedora hat with the everything.
White fedora?
I don't know why I just had this flashback of watching this dude walk around like this, and you just reminded me. What are we talking about? Rewind. Just edit that whole thing. No, it was a blue one, I think. It was like dark. He was just all
so it was
blued
all
out.
matching. Right.
Yeah, with the shoes, everything.
Nice.
How did we end up on this? This is
I don't
not
know.
good.
That's okay.
We don't need. Why do we always?
This is a great
Yeah.
story unto itself. So
No.
what brought him into the
Nothing, man. I think he just did it one day.
just woke up and was like, I need a zoot suit?
This was the first time a chick had ever introduced me to him, and she was like, I want you to meet my friend, but be nice to him and don't beat him up. And I was like, why would I beat him up? And she's like, because he's a little weird. And I was like, what does that mean? And then we turned the corner, and this dude's standing there looking like a cartoon character. And
Was
I
he
was like,
rolling
what the
dice?
fuck? No, I don't.
Against a
I
building?
didn't check his pockets. Back
Was he
then,
rolling
I was
dice against a building and betting
Yeah.
with a bunch of other kids?
No, and he would. Dude, he had like a legit one. I forgot all about this. Why am I remembering this right now?
Did he have a lowrider?
So weird. No, I don't even think the kid had a bicycle at this point. Like, I'm dead serious, you know.
How old was he?
We were in high school, so he had
At
to be
least
10th
15.
or 11th grade. Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't like an 8-year-old with a suit.
No. He was a big guy. He was, you know, coming to visit us from some other city. So
That's pretty slick.
Yeah.
That's kind of impressive.
I'm kind of like, what the
Dude, I just watched a video where they had a bunch of 8-year-old kids that were wearing suits and dresses to school. And they're like, hey, why are you dressing like this? And the kid's like, because it makes me feel good and people compliment me.
Right.
Why wouldn't I want to look good?
Yeah.
And there was like 5 guys and like 3 girls, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, why did you get dressed up? She's like, I like getting dressed up to the nines. I like the compliments that it gives me. It makes me feel confident.
Heck yeah, it does.
And it was like, that's
Heck
super
yeah, it
sweet.
does.
And these kids were like wearing almost like Peaky Blinders, like 3-piece suits.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Twills and stuff.
Yeah. It was pretty slick.
I want some so bad, but we got to work on that later. No zoot suits. Listen, did you watch this? I know you watched this. I had it up, but I don't want to click on it because sometimes it plays the music and whatever. It's these Russian. Come on, bro.
It's not water dancing. What do they call that? Not water. It's
water.
like swim cadets, where it's like the swim team. But they do like synchronized swimming. Right.
Bro,
Mm-hmm.
why do they look like they're walking on the water?
Because they can do that shit. Because
It's
they're
so
that
creepy.
strong.
It's so creepy.
It's weird to
I
watch.
watched the whole video and it made no sense.
You know, that goes way back to the 50s in the United States, right?
Why? Because that was competitions?
No. There was a series of movies made with like really famous movie stars where they were doing that kind of swimming in the movie.
Really? And
yeah, it's like an old school thing.
Like that's what got popular? Well, yeah, this whole I mean, no, dude, I didn't even know those teams were still around. It's such an older thing. Like, you don't see anybody doing it anymore.
It's an Olympic sport.
Yeah, sure, but nobody ever sees it, right? Like,
I mean, where do they do their competitions?
That's what I'm saying.
It's
where
gotta be in the
you and I
pool.
have never seen
They're
high
school. They're high school teams.
Yeah.
But I don't go to high school sporting events. So
yeah, me neither.
And I don't want to be. I don't want to be the lone guy.
Yeah.
At the women's.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Synchronized swimming.
Synchronized swimming.
Because then you look like a total creeper.
Right. So I was just saying, though, again, my comment is how do they look like they're walking on the water? Bro, I'm one of those people that swims and doesn't move when he swims. We've been over this.
Are you too buoyant to move?
Nope, I don't think so.
Or you're just too dense and
think
buoyant?
I'm too fucking dumb.
And you just stay in one
My
place.
My arms flap and flop, but I'm like the dude that gets etten by the shark.
Well, you did say that one kid kept lapping you in the pool. He's like, don't quit, keep going.
That was crazy Benny Edge. That was one of the 4 fucking lies he ever told that was true. I can swim. This fat fuck blowing by me like he's a platypus.
Yeah, but didn't he learn to swim in a river in the Amazon?
Sure. Yeah, with the circus. With Robin. With the guy who was originally the story of.
Right.
Robin.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you doubt that he killed a polar bear?
Oh. Could you imagine, like, what kind of man would you meet? What kind of
Keep
fucking
going.
Hold on. What kind of fucking interaction would you have with said man that would make you believe that he took a polar bear down? Like Bike Shorts England guy?
Yeah.
With his anaconda from the Amazon that him and
Who don't want none?
Yeah, that him and Ice Cube tried to fucking dominate, right? Like that the whole movie was about that guy's Jimmy and his shorts, right? Like is that it? Like, your dick is so big? I'm like, yeah, you'd definitely fight a bear. Like, how does that work?
Listen, because he was a circus member.
Because at this point in my life, I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, dog, I think if you want to fight the bear, it's not even bravery anymore. I think you just want to get eaten, or you don't know any better. One of the two.
What if he was forced in a situation where he didn't have a choice?
Oh, then we're all going to fuck that bear up. But I'm saying by choice. But no. That wasn't him. It wasn't on him. It was on us. What man have you met, walked into a room, shook his hand, and within 5 fucking hours been like, yeah, my man could take a bear, dog. My man could take a fucking bear. What kind of man would it be? I think it'd be that one Navy SEAL. That Navy SEAL who's got the accent, who's like, I did 3 years in POW, then come here to be
the
SEAL.
Russian guy. Yeah.
Who's just, like, he's like,
No,
Then I do buds at 45 years old and pass. I'm like, what? The fuck did you just say? I get slip, say I can come and play, old man. Like,
I don't think that's the type. I think it's
you
the
don't
type.
think it's him?
I think it's the type you don't expect. It's that
But I'm
scrawny guy
saying-
with a shitty beard.
But what do you think? Do you think it's? Oh, so you're going with like the Manny look from fucking Jackass? Remember Manny, the dude with the beard who wrestled alligators, and he would wear his shorts, cut off shorts.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
that's all he would wear.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "We're gonna jump in the tank with this python." That dude would lean in and be like, "That's not a good idea. He's gonna fuck you up." And then they do it anyways, and they'd be like, "All right, guys," and he'd have to come in and pull them out, pull some big bison.
That
with
guy
chomp their ass.
reminds me of the dude I saw in the Everglades, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that guy, he's a python hunter."
Right.
Because that dude was wearing shorts and no shoes. Yeah. And he was wrestling the alligators at that tribal meeting the year before and got all bit up. And they said, "You'd think that'd make you quit, but he's going to do it again this year." I was like, this guy's wild.
We have got to go film one of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get out into one of our 1 hour trips.
Well, this is more than a 1 hour trip, but I know where to find that
Not
python
one,
hunter.
but somewhere else.
I know where to find that python hunter.
In the glades.
In the glades.
In the glades.
Yeah.
Have you seen
We
anything?
may have to go back to the prison again soon.
Are we going for that big show?
What big show?
They have the Mansfield
No,
Penitentiary lock-in.
Mm-mm.
Don't you want to go get sweaty with the skinny jeans?
No, I think we're going to have to
Get
go.
a little crowd killing done?
I think we're going to have to just
Punch
go down
some
there
people in the face?
and explore. Again, take the new equipment. Take the new equipment.
Listen.
I'll take the ghost camera.
I think we should break in.
Nope.
How come every time I say we should do a little B&E, you get crazy?
Nope. Just saying.
Because we don't have the lawyer fees. Isn't
That's
it?
right.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
right.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to sponsor us for lawyer's fees so I can convince Joe Skelly to do a little B&E, let me know.
Join the Patreon.
Join the Patreon. It's called The Street Team.
And
Shout out to Kenobi. Shout out to other boys on the Street Team.
Listen, you become a street team member. If we get enough of you, you get that 1 hour of elevator music.
Listen,
Maybe that's the wrong pitch.
Speaking of... I wasn't going to say nothing. Speaking of which, though, that just happened.
Hey, can you trust somebody with two first names?
Nope. John Dingleberry?
Oh, I'm just saying.
Johnny Matt?
I'm just saying. You've met
We've
people
been
out
over
there
this.
with two first names.
We've been over this. You
No, we
cannot.
haven't.
Yeah, we have. You cannot. Or you
So
mean like my cousin Johnny Joe?
I'm not the only person. It's
Well,
weird
you
out by
can't trust
people.
my cousin because he's a meth dealer. Shout out to my cousin Johnny Joe. What's up, buddy? I hope you're out of jail
Right.
and stuff.
I'm just saying.
He's not ever going to hear this. He don't even know what Spotify is. My man lives in the woods. So
All right.
I'm not concerned.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So I'm not the only one that says people with two first names.
Can't be trusted.
Eh.
They're like cats.
Oh, you don't trust cats?
No, you don't trust cats.
I
command cats.
No, that's because I had a cat that told me it was going to murder me that one time.
Well, what can I say? He's collecting intel as we speak. My man knows exactly what's going on. Listen, a Florida man.
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you remember Brian Wilson, the Texas Law Hawk?
Yeah, you showed me his videos. He's got great videos, great advertising.
I wonder if he's still around.
That should be us. That should definitely be us. We need better advertising.
If you want to see some great advertising, go on YouTube, look up Brian Wilson, the Texas Law Hawk. You won't be disappointed in my man's commercials.
Did you see this headline? Man arrested for using lost U.S. nuke to power his home for 27 years. Did you see that?
No, sir.
You want to guess where he was from?
Florida.
Of course. Aren't they all?
My man. Listen, my man. Now
Is
they're
it
mad.
possible?
Now
like,
they're
I'm
mad.
dead serious. Is this even possible? Like, he's just like, how is you...
Maybe he was an electrician.
I wouldn't even know how to begin to look that up to convert that power, bro. Other than like, hey, how'd you get it to work? Well, I sat next to it until my fingertips glow. Like, what? How do you do that?
Listen.
Somebody let us know.
Hold on. Wait. Here's my question. Are you mad at the guy for doing that?
Oh, am I?
No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So you're saying more power to my man?
Take everything, bro. Take everything. Listen, you know how to get rid of dirty cops? Make it so all the loot that they find is
Taxable?
No. They give it to them.
Give it to who?
The cops.
Oh.
You'd never have a dirty cop in your life, bro.
Oh, if they get to keep everything they confiscated?
Right. Now, of course, you got to have you can't have no made up cases, which is what you'd run into, but we already got that. And they're still mad. So this would drop huge percentages. Huge percentages. Hey, how was your month? Oh, perfect. We busted a drug dealer out of Atlanta, made a quick $40K. Gonna buy myself a new boat. Maybe a couple of those chairs that bounce and weave back and forth.
Oh my.
You know what I mean?
So, I mean, I'm super intrigued by was it a lost nuke torpedo? A bomb?
Man, this is your department. I don't deal with bombas. You
I'm
know the rule.
I'm
that
just
rule's
saying,
a rule.
The U.S. has several lost weapons.
More than we
Right.
can count.
Right? That
Right.
fell out of airplanes.
Here, I'm going to say one thing. Look at my man's face right here. He's got fucking Navy written all over him. Look at him.
Oh, he found it underwater. He's wearing scuba next to his mugshot.
No, I think that's the people taking it from him, and he left it in the water.
No, you can't leave it in the water and then run power lines from it underwater.
Hey, listen, man,
No,
I didn't
I'm
think
telling
so.
you,
I didn't think so
My man
either.
found it underwater,
Yeah.
brought it to shore, built a shed around it in his yard, and ran jumper cables from the nuke.
I didn't
to
think
his
I
house.
didn't think you could do it either until you told me that we made cable water lines all over the earth. So,
All right.
and that's true.
Well, look, I'll
so
tell a
again,
story.
he could have done this.
I'll tell a story.
Okay.
I'm going to leave names out. There was a gentleman that built a house way back, probably in the 60s, right?
Okay.
In this
Hitler.
upwardly mobile neighborhood. Okay.
Roosevelt.
Guy had money, right? When he passes away, the family goes to sell the house, right? And they go to do an inspection on the house.
Okay.
They're like, hey, you have a gas furnace. They're like, yeah. They're like, you have a gas stove in here. Yeah. You don't have a meter.
Oh.
They're like, okay. They're like, how are you getting gas?
Oh.
And it turns out that when my man built the house, he dug a trench out to the natural gas line, tapped into it, and powered his house with gas his whole life. And nobody knew about it because he didn't have a fucking meter. And then when he died, the gas company tried to sue him, for
He's a genius.
40 or 50 years of free gas.
Eat a dick.
And the family was like,
You
he's
can't-
fucking dead.
Yeah, you can't prove that I used it.
Sue
I just
him.
had it hooked up.
Sue him. So I guess along the same lines, if my man found a lost nuke and then hooked it up to his house with jumper cables and ran his entire house in the neighborhood, how mad can you be?
Have you seen that guy that's been able to make the Venom suits out of these little beads that change color when he touches them?
Yeah, he only made it one time.
What is with that guy?
It only happened once. And
What is that suit? What's up with that?
So it was magnets, right?
They're magnet pebbles?
Yeah, it was magnets, and the dye was a magnetic dye that attracted itself to the magnets he was wearing.
Right.
It cost him $50,000 to make the suit.
It made him sick as hell too, right? Something like
yeah,
that.
he wore it one time. It made him sick, and it said it stained his skin for like months.
Oh.
He was stained with the magnetic dye.
Ugh, could you imagine?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what,
But
you guys,
it cost him $50K to make the suit for a YouTube video.
I'm gonna put the link up on the thing. You guys can check it out later. This is our second episode, so it'll be gone by then. But you guys should find it. YouTube the dude who made the Venom suit and watch him touch the ink or whatever.
Yeah, and it
And
travels.
it just goes through his freaking suit.
Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah.
I'm seeing some crazy stuff. We saw Daddy Elon's rockets, which means I'm thinking there's an invisibility cloak coming my way any day now.
Well, here's the thing. If you want to talk crazy, let's talk about the British hacker who hacked NASA and the Department of Defense, and he kept leaving shitty messages like "Your security sucks." And I'll keep leaving you shitty messages. And when they arrest him, they're like, "Why did you leave shitty messages?" He goes, "At least they knew it was me and it wasn't the Chinese or the North Koreans." Right? They're like, "You didn't even try to cover your tracks." Right? And he was
Right.
like, "I was just sending messages like you have terrible security." But allegedly he hacked NASA, and because he was looking, what he was actually looking for was proof of UFOs.
Right.
And he downloaded these lists, these manifests from NASA that allegedly show a space fleet with all of the captains, the names of the ships, and all the personnel that were on the ships
For where?
for outer space. Run by the U.S. military.
What?
Yep. That's what they said.
If you think we're not in the space already,
Listen, and
you're
then they
in
tried
trouble.
they tried to extradite my man from England, right, to come try him in the United States for being a hacker. And they fought for like 10 years and successfully fought off the extradition. And then they let him go because they said he had Asperger's. And that he would be suicidal if he was incarcerated.
Okay.
Radio silence.
And with that, welcome to our show.
You want to talk about strange? My man hacked NASA and allegedly downloaded and leaked the names of the spaceships, the space captains, and the ships, and all of their personnel that were on board the ships in outer space.
I think we're wasting our life. I think we should spend our time trying to hack NASA.
You're worried about Daddy Elon. What about the space fleet? I think that has far more intrigue than Daddy Elon's satellites that give you faster internet.
I've been hearing a lot about the internet, about the military stuff, and I'm thinking they're way behind on everything. It's like a Tony Stark scenario.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's funny because
Tony Stark's way ahead.
What's his face? Oh my God, I can't even think of his name right now.
Who? Barry Pepper? The Offspring?
Yeah. What's his name? What are we calling him on the show? Evil Kid.
Yeah.
Evil Kid told me he's got a buddy out in Wyoming that's so far out in the sticks. He just bought Daddy Elon's satellite service.
Yeah. For the 400?
For
I thought the phone was like 400, right? We saw it at Costco.
$5,000.
Get the F out of here. For a phone, mate.
No, for the dish and all the satellite setup.
Oh, Roger.
$5,000.
Yeah.
And, it sets it up to high-speed internet to the house.
Is it working?
Yeah.
So are we the free schlubs, the poor schlubs using the mass internet now that everyone's using because we can't afford the fast raced internet?
Well, here's my thing, right? I'm like, what if he can't get like Adelphia internet or Wendigo or whatever they're called?
Is that the stuff people get in the boondocks?
Well, I mean, what if they can't get, decent internet out there or
Right,
internet
right.
at all?
Right.
What's your option?
Right.
The beauty of Daddy Elon's system is you could be anywhere on planet Earth and have connection to the world.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I want his phone. I think we should just save up.
Well, the phone's not even out yet.
Can I get a satellite phone and just get his service?
I don't know.
Dang it.
You would have to look that up.
Well, until he comes out with a cool phone.
And satellite phones are crazy expensive.
I've been looking at them to buy one.
How long were you going to hold on to that secret?
I mean, it's not a secret. You pretty much know everything I look at. You just think about it. I looked. I found the Garmin Connect. It's about $300. You can get on their satellite stuff and send text messages to anybody, anywhere in the world. Slightly delayed, and the receiver has to have a program for it, but it's pretty cool. You could go anywhere. I was thinking we're going to need it when we go to explore the tunnels of New York.
Oh, will it work underground?
I have no idea. That's
guessing
your
won't.
department.
I'm guessing it won't.
That's your department. You're the radio tech
I
guy.
think. Oh, you know what? Here's some military tech I learned about that I didn't know existed.
Uh-oh. I don't know if
Allegedly,
I
they're training entire groups for subterranean warfare.
And there it is. What? Meaning
underground. Like fighting in tunnels.
Get the F out of here.
Yep.
That is not about to happen.
Yep.
For where?
I don't know. I just watched.
What the hell's the unit going to be called? The mole unit? What do they got?
I don't know.
They got like a height requirement.
But here's the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing. Remember in the Batman movie where you had the sonar?
Yeah.
And it would give them an image?
Yeah.
They have a handheld device that does exactly that.
Ugh.
And it sends out like bat waves.
Some rat fighting.
Right? And it brings up an image on the screen based off of an echolocation.
We are getting close here. We got to be careful.
So they're taking the stuff from dolphins and bats and turning it into equipment so you could fight in tunnels in total darkness.
Well, they call that nods.
Well, no, these tunnels
work in the tunnels,
are so dark that there is no ambient light. You know what that reminds me of?
We're supposed to be going Predator.
No. You know what that reminds me of? It
Riddick.
Reminds me. No, the device that the Space Marines had in Aliens.
Which one?
The
the
second
auto one?
The second one
The
where they're
auto
looking
gun?
at the screen
Yeah.
so they could see where
Bloop.
the aliens are coming from. Yeah, that's what that reminds me of.
Bloop.
Right?
Yeah.
Except it's way better
Bloop.
than that because it gives them a visual picture of what they're looking at.
Oh, I feel like this is just too much. This is too much robots. We've gone crazy. Can we find anything cool?
John Connor?
We need to go to the bike park with Kenobi and just start dropping in all the time.
No. We already know what happened with Kenobi.
Yeah. Enough of that, Kenobi. Listen.
I mean, if we're going to talk about wild shit, have you ever heard of the Giants of Kandahar?
Kandahar.
Yes, Afghanistan.
No. I thought they just grew a lot of weed over there.
No, allegedly there were some giants that were up in the mountains of Afghanistan
What?
that U.S. Special Forces troops went and had to fucking kill, and then they killed them and brought them back. And what they're saying is that these giants were the descendants, or they were Nephilim, the descendants of fallen angels, and that's why they were giants. And they'd been around since the Roman times, or before the Roman times, and that when they went into these caves, they found bodies stacked with armor and all kinds of other crazy shit. You Google it, Giants of Kandahar.
Could you
There are a lot of
imagine
stories.
some people finding some real shit like this?
Well, it was hushed up, and apparently it leaked, right?
Everything's leaked. I'm leaking. If we're being honest with our guests.
Listen, if you're leaking, my man, we can get you some adult diapers.
Oh, no. It's not going to help. We've
and
tried.
remedy that situation.
I am just totally curious about, like, what? You know what's crazy?
What?
We have brought so many crazy stories to our listeners, and I think our listeners are afraid.
No, not at all.
I think they're afraid.
They're not scared.
I don't know, man. Been all quiet on the Western Front.
Oh, just because we've got no letters? Nobody's written the show?
I think they're scared. Maybe you scared them off with your necro pants.
Or maybe they've just lost interest.
In necro pants? I don't think so. Listen, here's what we need to do. We need to start looking for our own Oak Island. We've lost the ship. God knows where Ponyboy is. He's just straight abandoned us. He took our boat with our one rower. We didn't even have two oars. And he still took it and left.
No, last
It's
I heard
not
he was up in
helpful.
the mountains.
Oh, yeah, with his coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. That'll really help us because, Bigfoot doesn't know what coffee smells like. Jeez.
It was hot cocoa.
It probably wasn't even good hot cocoa. Not the kind they want.
No.
It's got to be cherry hot cocoa, guy.
I told you how to get Bigfoot. Leave a bottle of Pert shampoo and some snacks.
It's going to have to be Head and Shoulders. He's got the dandruff.
Why? Oh, he does?
I don't know.
All right.
Just in case.
All right. So a bottle of Head and Shoulders and some
And
snacks.
then knock it out.
And then he doesn't feel bad about himself anymore.
Atreyu.
And he doesn't feel socially awkward anymore. And then he wants to be your friend.
The only problem is nobody wants to be Ponyboy's friend.
I'm not talking about Ponyboy. I'm talking about Bigfoot.
But I'm saying if Ponyboy brings him that stuff to get the Bigfoot and the Bigfoot doesn't want to be his friend, how are we going to get him here?
Oh,
Right.
well, then that's Ponyboy's fault.
Well, we should have had him sign a contract. This has become a fiasco and a mess. Pop-Tart, we're going to need you to go get our boat.
Ugh. There's too much stuff going on.
There's
much
too
stuff.
much stuff in the world going on right now. We are in an arc of information. The information is coming so fast, you don't even know what's going on. The world is flat. The world is round. The world is flat. The world is round. The world is up.
You know what
The
you
world
should
is
be
on the
really
ground.
concerned about now? It's the new phenomenon off the coast of Florida.
Tide Pods?
No,
What?
cocaine sharks
Oh my, I did see that. Tiger sharks eating Coke.
eating bales of cocaine.
How long until that's a movie? Also, let's be super honest. How long have you actually not thought, I had that marked in there.
Scientists investigate sharks. Yes, ingesting
Yeah, it was
cocaine.
the exact,
Right.
I had it saved to talk about it. Yeah. How long until they make that movie?
Here's all I'm
We've
going to
already
tell you.
got the Meg 2. We've got bears on cocaine.
Don't eat those shark fins.
I eat them all.
No, if you eat the fin of a shark who's been ingesting cocaine religiously, it deposits everything into their fins.
So it'll make you a man.
Oh, yeah. It'll
Put
make you
hair-
man for about 7 seconds till your heart blows up.
Put hair on your chest.
How much cocaine do you think is stored in the fin of a shark?
Enough that I could sell it to at least 3 of my friends and make the amount of money I could get for maybe 3 or 4 8 balls. I'm telling you right now.
Wow. That's oddly specific.
I think they would buy it. Like,
Turn this
have you
into
met
soup.
have you met these people?
Turn
Don't
this
say it.
into
Don't
soup.
say it. Oh, I thought you were going to say something else.
Turn this fin into soup.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed.
Add a little butter, a little cream.
They're gonna be like, "What kind of garbage? This piece of fin's really expensive."
This'll put you on. Did you? Okay. Speaking of buying expensive drugs and shark fins and dead animals, did you see that there was this expensive bracelet that they really are charging money for that looks like a roll of tape?
Oh, Balenciaga?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that real?
That is real.
Oh.
It's a roll of packaging tape.
So what's it made out of? Is that made out of glass?
It's packaging tape.
So it's real packaging tape.
It's real packaging tape.
And they're selling it
Yes.
as an item.
Yes.
They're fired.
You know why?
Because some dude up top is trolling and he
No.
wants to know
This
what
is
kind
why.
of idiots would buy
I'll tell you
this.
why. I watched the whole thing.
Oh, no. All right. Do it.
The idea is that you take your favorite fashions, you cut them up, and then tape them together and wear it.
And how much was said Balenciaga roll of duct tape?
It was like $5,000
For the roll of duct tape.
It was clear packaging tape. It wasn't duct tape.
What's wrong with our lives?
And
Is
you're
this a
right.
joke?
Somebody's fucking trolling.
Yeah.
And they're making
He's
a
just
fortune.
at the top and he's like, look, dude, these idiots will buy anything we produce.
100%.
You have got, listen, this is going to be
Look,
our...
they were the ones that sold those big red trooper, they called them trooper boots, the big red rubber boots. Remember you saw those? They looked like cartoon boots. And then they sold the
'cause
green rubber
fucking
square-toed villain
Yeah,
boots.
Kanye was wearing those.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was wearing, that's what that is.
Yes.
Listen, first of all, people, stop making bad choices with your money.
A good
Do
choice.
not buy Balenciaga duct tape.
Do not buy Balenciaga's roll of tape. Instead, invest in our Patreon.
Right.
That's a much sounder investment and a
So
lot
we
cheaper.
can defeat Lex Luthor, Daddy Elon.
I don't want to defeat that guy.
Listen, this has been the whole fucking plan the whole time. This is Pinky and Brain stuff. And today, I am the brain.
Oh, we're in trouble.
We need 5,000 more Patreon members at
To buy
$5 a hit so we can start our own record or rocket company. Damn it, bro.
I'm so confused.
This is bad.
This is real bad.
We're going to need a coordinator too. Somebody write Daddy Elon's head guy and we'll try to steal his engineer. Then when we get him here, we'll put him in the closet and we'll barter him back to Daddy Elon.
Oh.
He's not American. He will deal with terrorists.
That's the craziest fucking shit I've heard.
Dude, but I'm right and it'll work. And then...
He became an American citizen.
That doesn't mean shit.
Okay.
Listen, and then we'll put him at the end of one of his LA tunnels and that'll be the thing, right? It'll be like a Batman scene. Give us the money and find your homie or else.
Oh.
We win.
And just film the whole thing?
Chakalaka. Bad Boys for Life. Done.
That's our next get rich quick scheme.
Well, I'm running out.
It's
Listen,
no more the drive-through a cereal restaurant.
Yeah, and Rent Jesus is not working. Nobody's called for that at all.
Nobody's called for
Nobody
surprise
wants
Jesus.
surprise Jesus. Fuck. Fuck. We're going to hell. Parks is not going to like when we make that sticker.
Listen, I'm just saying.
The look on your face looks like you might not like it too.
Surprise Jesus is a hell of a business idea.
Jesus.
Shows up to corporate events.
Fuck.
I'm back.
We are in so much trouble. This is bad.
Dude, kids parties, corporate parties, whatever you want. Surprise Jesus shows up.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for showing up to the show. Nonsense.
Boy, you were just like, whoo, let's keep moving.
We need to start appealing to real people. Where do all the alcoholics hang out? Because I'm starting to get some vibes here. We need to drink less. We need to drink less. If you're listening to this, we've made it past the eclipse. Hashtag,
or you don't know because it was pre-recorded and it's just playing to an empty world.
To an empty world. Hashtag Y2K. Son of a bitch.
How did we make it past that?
That should have been what we talked about for the eclipse thing. That would have been an interest. Fuck, we messed that all up.
We totally messed
all
that
right,
up.
what'd you do? Where were you for Y2K?
I don't remember.
Get the heck out of here. You don't remember.
It was probably somewhere in the world.
Probably diving with deep sharks and whales and sending reflections into dolphins' minds about hookah dances.
I know where I
That was 2000.
I was back here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was not. But people were wild.
Sitting on my back stoop.
Yeah?
Waiting for the world to come crashing down.
Did you even own a computer then?
No.
So it wouldn't have mattered
No.
for you.
No. But I had a brick of Mad Dog.
Oh.
Sitting on the back stoop.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I just saw a video of some woman took grape Four Loko and mixed it with a brick of grape Mad Dog and put it in a Gatorade bottle.
That doesn't sound good.
And I've decided if you want assisted suicide, that's how you get it.
Could we video you drinking that?
No, sir. No,
I think that needs to happen.
No, because
what the hell is a brick of Mad Dog, by the way?
the little glass bottle of Mad Dog, MD 2020. They used to call it a brick of bark back in the day.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I never heard
Get yourself
that one.
a brick of bark. Listen, my body, I was trained at one point in time to deal with both.
The bark?
The bark and Four Loko.
Oh, right.
I had trained myself.
Yeah, you're out of training.
I'm out of training.
Well, we should show.
And they no longer have the original.
We should
Four
do a
Loko.
video of what happens when you quit training.
Can you still acquire the original Four Loko on eBay?
Would you want to? I wouldn't want to drink that
It's
shit.
probably so bad.
It's been repackaged. Some dude cut it with some Clorox in his own concoction.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it takes a lot of training to get yourself spun up on Four Loko and Mad Dog. And there was another one called Cisco, but everybody forgets about that. Cisco would be like the modern version of
Cisco was a great dancer.
Cisco would be like the modern version of Scissorp, except
Scissorp?
it was in a commercially bottled package.
Scissor perp blurp.
Yeah.
All right.
If you drank Cisco, you would absolutely have missing time, like you had been kidnapped by aliens and returned to Earth.
Yeah, I don't need that. I got problems already as it is.
You're like, I'm missing 5 hours. Where was I?
Oh, that's bad.
And they're like, you were on the mothership.
You were probably drinking Cisco and Y2K. That's why you can't remember 5 hours from Y2K. When the world changed. You remember when all those people maxed out their credit cards because they thought bad things were going to happen?
They were in debt for the next 20 years. Right.
That is so wild.
How you've heard of the butterfly effect, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know what they're saying caused that, right?
The Y2K thing?
No, the butterfly effect.
What?
It was caused by CERN, the Hadron Collider.
Okay.
Apparently, they smashed the atoms together, and the one atom they created was so heavy it destroyed the universe, and we passed into a parallel universe. And that's why everything we remember as kids is not the same, because we're in a different universe now. You're welcome. You're welcome.
It's been 42 minutes. Welcome to the show. I'm leaving. Fucking show's over. Say goodbye to all our listeners.
You're quitting already?
Listeners, thank you for coming out.
You don't believe me? You can Google it.
Oh.
Google it.
I Google nothing. I trust no one.
And it was like a 12-year-old genius who came up with this idea, and he's got his own YouTube video that explains
I'm not
it.
trusting my man's can't even get his ass to a date. You ain't got shit to say to me. Be quiet.
What if he's right? What if we're living in a parallel universe right now?
What if it was a shark who bumped us? We'll never know because we didn't look. Close your eyes and let's move on with the show.
All right.
Listen, an entire show.
And you were just bitching about drinking koala piss earlier, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I don't want none of that shit. Listen, an entire show.
Hold on. What if after the eclipse, we're still here, but we don't know it now, right? Because this is a pre-recorded.
Right.
And what if it turns out that we get contacted by
PBS.
No.
E.T.
Wiki.
Oh, that fat dude?
No, Wikipedia. And what if they're like, everything you tried to change on Wikipedia was absolutely correct?
And unicorns do have big dicks.
And that this whole time we've been trying to suppress this information, but because we survived the eclipse, we think it's time. The world is ready. The world is ready for your information.
I'm ready for E.T. to walk the streets.
I'm telling you, during the eclipse,
I want to see
they're
some
going to present
alien
themselves.
nation just I just want to get up in the world to be different.
Then watch the TV show V.
That show about Sookie and the vampire and about how they
No,
fall in love. I ain't got time for that shit, dog.
No.
What?
There's a show from the 80s called V.
For Vendetta?
No, it's just called V. It's about how aliens come to Earth and they look like people, but they're wearing a fake human skin, and underneath they're lizard people that want to eat humans.
That's perfect. We have too many anyways.
No, it's possible, yeah.
Well, sardines.
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 Right.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen. This fucking podcast is messed up. Thanks for coming out. 97 seconds. Don't ever let them tell you anything. And stop buying weird shit like Nikes. Because Nikes are not going to save you from the eclipse. Oh, the eclipse already happened. Just stop buying Nikes anyways. Nike's horrible, bro. That shoe's garbage.
You know what's not?
Nikes?
Adidas.
Adidas.
Listen, the Ninja Turtle ones.
The mayor would tell you they're not.
Yes, that's correct.
But apparently his generation invented the samba. So, and me and Joe Kelly don't know what soccer shoes are. We'll just eat a bag of dip. He's never going to get that. Wait, I hope he listens to these in like 15 years and is just like, damn it.
He's moved on beyond us.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We're not cool.
Right. He didn't even come to hang out at last party.
No.
What a guy.
What a guy.
Shout out to the mayor.
Wherever you are, whatever you're doing.
97 seconds. Get out of here.